What's going on, everybody? Gamestardamus here, giving you a little Battlefield 3 today. Told you it would be my next gameplay, so here it is. Been a little bit since I was able to post on my channel. Been super busy working at Machinima Studios. I'm actually in the process of moving right now. Been packing this weekend and going to be moving next weekend. So just a lot of things on my plate. I wish there was like 4 or 5 more hours in the day. Just not enough time to game anymore and go through the videos. But I will be posting a bunch more during Christmas break here coming up, and off and on until then. I've been working on some other Gamer 101 templates and stuff like that to kind of continue that series. I'm hoping Machinima will pick that up and let me do that in-house as kind of my series there. So wish me luck. I love these little Brett Favre grenades, like that one, where you have someone pinned down, and then you just huck one and actually get them with it. That's one of my favorite things to do in first-person shooter games. The long grenade throws. This match, this level's not really my favorite one. A lot of times I feel like the vehicles kind of hold it down for the first couple sections, and because the defensive team gets this lovely little anti-air, like, artillery gun. I forgot the model number or whatever it's called, but I'm sure somebody will have that in the comments. But this thing is just ridiculous. If you get it like right off the bat and just kind of get out there, you can really hold these choppers down. Unfortunately, somebody else grabbed it first, and I was unable to get down there. And just like the name Rush kind of hints at, it's definitely good to rush to the next objective. So right when the match starts, if you jump in the choppers on the attacking side and you just fly over right away and have teammates jump out of the choppers, you can usually get down and like be right around the objectives or planting by the time the defensive team gets up there. So you kind of have a really good jump there in the beginning, and then if you can really time that well. Like in between the objective points, like you capture the first objectives, and then you can't really progress forward right away because your screen turns black, you're out of bounds. You have 10 seconds before you suicide until it opens up the next section to kind of give the defensive team kind of a period of time to fall back. But if you can time that right and the flow of battle, and get in vehicles and whatever and start racing to the objective points before that time is up, and time it right, so like when you're at a couple seconds left, then it opens up the objectives, then you're already deep on that side, and you can usually get to the objectives again before the defensive team can fall back really. So if you time that right and you have a good squad with you that's working together, you have quite a big advantage. Using this lovely AEK 971, definitely my go-to gun. I've been focusing on the medic class a lot, and just trying to stay in the front lines and heal people and that kind of thing. Not many people do that well. Just kind of stick with their team and heal. At the same time, you kind of have to pick and choose your battles. You can't just start running out and trying to heal everybody, because then you die and then your squad dies, and then you have to fall back even further. So got to be patient with that. The engineer class is probably the other definite go-to class, just because of all the vehicles and the destructibility. He just has quite an advantage with all his explosives and that kind of thing. But I will be doing some further Gamer 101s on this series. I kind of want to focus on kind of individual classes and go through each individual class specialization. So I've been working on the other classes, leveling them up, gaining other guns and that kind of thing in preparation for that. So I'll be back with a lot more Battlefield 3 here in a little bit. I'm probably going to go do a Gamer 101 on Modern Warfare 3 and kind of pop back and forth. I'm probably going to shorten down the episodes just because going through 5 topics in full detail like that just takes up a lot of time. So if I can try to mix that up into like maybe 3 different episodes and perhaps extend that a little bit, then I can start posting those hopefully like once every week or that kind of thing, and then have some other series in between. So anyway, we'll see we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did. It was always a good holiday where you can just gorge out on food. And then, when you go to like your relative's house or your parents or family or whatever, you always get leftovers, and then you sit and you eat Thanksgiving food for like 3 or 4 days until you're just in a complete food coma. So I was recovering from that for a few days, but always a good time. Anyway, that anti-air gun that I had in the beginning there is just really stupid on this level. Like I was saying before, a lot of people take that vehicle and they sit like out in the front of the map and they have someone heal them, and then they can just pretty much kill the entire team before they get off the carrier. That's just kind of boring and lame, really. Especially if your team isn't coordinating well and the other team's just sitting there doing that. You pretty much never get anybody. I have been seeing a lot more of those MAV drones, which is nice. Those things are really handy. And I hate when this happens here. I see this guy like, oh, I'm going to come sneak up on you and blast you in the face. And I'm like, oh shit, his whole squad's there. If I had just come in the other way or thrown in a grenade. You know what I really need to do is focus on that the co-op mission, so you can unlock these other weapons in there. Just because there's a lot of great weapons that you can unlock for the medic class and the engineer class when you start going through those objectives. Another thing to point out in Rush, just real quick, that I notice happens is if you're like on a good team and you go through that first section, you have that battle, and you push back their team, and then maybe you're holding them back for a second, and then your team starts moving up like closer to like their spawn to kind of like spawn trap them and contain them. And you leave your objectives, and then all of a sudden like 1 or 2 guys sneaks through somehow, and then their whole team spawns behind you, and then they plant both the objectives, and then of course your team doesn't fall back. Just keep in mind that when you're defending, the whole point of the other team is to come and capture the 2 points. So if you just stick around them, I promise you that they will eventually make their way over there. You just kind of have to be a little bit patient and not get too far away, so that they can, get over there, plant them, and get position, and then your team's just too deep to be able to get back in time and react. Definitely no good. Here's this ridiculous like anti-air vehicle. When you start leveling this thing up and get like anti-air and all the other upgrades for it, it's just silly. At this point, there's like 3 deaths left, so I'm just kind of making the last little hoorah push, hopefully winning before I die, but unfortunately that doesn't work out. Anyway, this is getting down to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back with some more stuff soon. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys around. Have a good one.